If every poem is the same poem, which I think it is, and if every moment is an extension of some same big moment, which I think it is, then this is the same performance. Like, we've already done this. Except that we haven't. And except that I'm wrong. And except that what I think has nothing to do with what is and what is not. That is so arrogant. And I know that that's the way I can seem because I've been being me, but I've also been busy being my own parent. So I can sometimes come across with a lot of judgment, and I just want to ask your patience because there's a lot that I've been coming up against. I get in my own way. I never get out of it. I've always done it since I was a student with my attitude. So it was a point of pride. I was always trying to be unique, but sometimes it was just mean. And like, I didn't mean it, and I don't mean it. And the only way that my attitude, the good things about it, will be worth it is if it works long term. And it will. But I have work to do still. I need to move and be moved and then shake it loose. I am the only one who can free myself. And I swear, I just realized this like last week. Like, I am the only way that I can get free of my defense mechanisms, of the ways that I make it easy, the way that I cope, because what doesn't work and what hurts still feels familiar. But that doesn't mean it isn't hell. It is a familiar hell. I am the only one who can wiggle my way out of myself. But there I go again, like setting myself up for great success, but with a limitation, like it's gotta be just me, alone, just you, D, one. And I don't think it's true, because I think it takes 2, or 3, or 4, or 5, or 6, or 7 other someones, because this life that we live is a chosen one. So I say, come to me. Come to me. I find myself saying this, thinking this constantly. Come to me, poetry. Come to me, money. Come to me, whoever you are, as you are becoming. Come to me, career. Come to me, prayer. Come to me, mother. Come to me, nature. Come to me, spirit. Fuck, come to me, useless. I have to come to it. I have to come to it. It's as if I woke up, walked the mountaintop, met myself, and asked for an apprenticeship. May I sit beside my own throne and relearn all of who I am, lady? Can I become an expert in tasting and plating? I must know how best it is my own ingredients grow. We've gone through a few rounds of crops now. What do you say we rake? Maybe we put a few new seeds down. Heart to table. Table to paper. I am different than I was. So how will I re-enter? I don't know. Yes, you do. No, I've been staring at walls. Well, how is that going to help you get you what you want? It's not. I don't know. Yes, you do. Okay, it's not. I'm blocked. I've sat too long with the things that I want that now they feel like things like I've lost, and then I lose my focus and I'm not going forward because I'm not going inward. Like, I know this. Okay. How will I re-enter? I'll defer to my center.
I will be seeing you.
And I start to remember
In all the old familiar places
myself.
that this heart of mine embraces
My father.
all day through.
But I forgot about my gut.
In that small cafe,
What can I tell my own knots?
the park across the way,
After so many years of telling myself that I am not.
the children's carousel,
My womb's degrees have the ability to encompass anything.
the chestnut tree,
And I don't know of anything
the wishing well.
stronger than the space I hold within me.
I'll be seeing you.
I'm slowly experiencing an expansiveness.
In all those sunny days,
Because I'm confronting everything I'm coming up against.
I'll find you.
It starts with forgiveness.
In the morning sun,
I'm sorry,
and when the night is new,
and I forgive you.
I'll be looking at the moon,
Diana,
but I'll be seeing you.
we forgive you too. And then the mountains start to move. And I like to think I'm a mess, but I ignore my success, which is the company that I keep. I swear, the people that I know make me feel so lucky. And because my name is Greek, my spirit animal, I think, is Socrates. And when I was growing up, I always thought I should have been a hippie, should have been born in the 60s, time had displaced me. And maybe it did, but now I'm in my 30s, and I realized I should have been born during the time of philosophy. I should have been born during the dialectic, where you would have to come up with a point of view and then you would have to discuss and defend it, because there is nothing I like more than a good conversation. There is nothing like the way I respect it. Nothing, to me, comes close to the elasticity of listening. How can you not make feeling connected your priority? Am I wrong to do that? Some people ask me why I'm not attached. And I think that it's because I'm fully satisfied with what I have. I have the best chosen family ever. I'm sorry, I do. You know who you are. You guys are all here. You constantly challenge me and ignite me to try to be better. And everyone I know is a traveler, so it's how did we all get here? How did we all meet each other? And how many more are there? Because I'm 31, and I feel behind. But that's because I prioritize. I've been concerned with finding my tribe. So now how can I be mad and now want my time back? My friends have been my navigation. You guys have been my guide. The coming together with is my compass. It's just how I am designed. And I can't quite make sense of my strong sense of direction. I seem to always know exactly where I am. And I think it was ignited when my father died. And I also think it is my best quality to date. The way I can sort of see something, and try to adjust myself, figure out how I can relate. How can it be about more than just me? Because everyone I meet is an opportunity to see the world differently than I would see if it was just me. Just me. And it's so true. Because I'm seeing more now, and there's also you.
I'm gonna love you.
This surprise of a person.
Like nobody's loved you.
You're the perfect combination of total ease and a challenge.
Come rain or come shine.
You never know how people are from the way they're packaged. People think I'm a progressive vegetarian, but I'm really old-fashioned.
I guess when you met me,
How did you find your way to me?
it was just one of those things.
You're born at the wrong time, too.
But don't ever bet me, 'cause I'm gonna be true if you let me.
You're gonna love me like nobody's loved me. Come rain or come shine. I want to have wild, adventurous success with you. And I want to live under the same roof. And I wanted to be up in the north in a city that rhymes with your name. And I also want to live near the port so that I can hear the ships coming. Especially in the middle of the night when you are heavy sleeping. I'm a little bit lighter in the dark. I like to stay awake when I am dreaming. And I will want cobblestone below my home. And to all of the above, you will agree because you know how much I love to walk. And you know how much I love to listen to the sea. You have a trust in me. A trust that feels like support. A trust that I will do my part, and I will. I will make our family art. And some of this is similar to one from a different era. I know a little bit about love from afar. I have found myself saying this to someone before. You feel like a soldier away at war. And I am proud to think about what you will lose and what you will win and what you have been fighting for. But there is also a romantic woman in me that longs to see you knock on the glass, take off the strap of your army bag as I open the front door. But you are different than him. Because you are not at war. You don't embody any type of torture. You are just in the midst of learning how it is you like to discover. And that I'll stick around for.
High as a mountain, deep as a river.
Anything for discovery.
Come rain or come shine.
I'm starting to think differently about love. I'm starting to think of it as an uncovering of, like archaeology, like I am dusty, you must use your hands to get to me. And it's not a one-time thing, discovery. It's best when it's constant, I think. I actually, it doesn't even have to be something new. I think the very best feeling might be discovering something again and again and again that I already knew. And I think that word is familiar, and I think that's what probably makes a family. Like, you would feel learned to me, like a grammar rule that doesn't quite make sense, but when you use it right, the letters really do look better together. And you, whoever you are on your way to becoming as you are coming to me, will know something, and that is that someone knows you, and that someone will be me. And like every good rule, there's always an exception, but we're going to be it. We who are adept with language will learn how to conjugate, wrap, and rearrange our limbs like letters, masculine, feminine, gerund endings written in the air together until, like a 7th grader at a spelling bee, I can write your entire self on the palm of my hand invisibly. And I will look at it from all angles very carefully like an I before an E. And I will use you in a sentence before I announce that you make perfect S-E-N-S-E to me.
Happy together.
I want to know you forever.
Unhappy together.
Or for however long it takes, so that when one of us makes a wrong turn or a mistake, we can simply just call upon each other and look at the thing in its broken place.
And won't it be fine?
And of all the places we turn, I bet the best will be a little to my left. I want to just be able to turn my neck and have there be you, us two, always separate, but next to.
I'm with you always. I'm with you, rain or shine. Rain or shine.
Going here. Note to self. The morning after your lover leaves, please do not go to New Orleans by yourself. Because the sweat will greet you something sticky. And this time it will not be from sex, it is from the Mississippi, which only has 3 sounds, only 3 letters less than symphony. And I promise that this river is going to call to you at sunset and beg you to hold its crescent city in your arms just like a trumpet and bugle your troubles right down into the delta of it. Please, do not do this. Heed the levy. Y'all, keep your love a secret. Ladies and gentlemen, do not go down to Frenchmen when you are thinking about your man. Because the old jazz standards rearranged are going to call you in and remind you of the records that your father used to play. And then there will be two men suddenly who are not there, and that is too many. I don't need another someone who doesn't let me feel things fully. I feel forever in the beginning of everything already. See, I'm like an old tugboat. Slow. Natural. I got a lot of bass movement just beneath me. You see, I got a lot of taut roots, but not a lot of green. I am in need of watering. So it seems fitting that it is storming in this city 2 nights in, and I'm already awaking in the middle of the night to a low, loud bass thunder. Sounds like an old clarinet. And the rain comes onto my cheek. I'm half asleep, and I am wet. My fingers move toward the southern part of my body in search of warmer climate, and they have found it. My lower lip still thick with the remnants of humid July kisses and loosely bitten over salted skin. Baby, it gets hot down south, but nowhere close to the heat we had in Brooklyn. And I swear, it gets hotter here in the winter than it does anywhere, okay? The salt on the ground is enough. I'm seasoned perfectly, and the sidewalk cracks are the black pepper, so if you ask me, the more the better. Turn the shaker in your hands one more time and grind me all over January. Now it's Mardi Gras. Suddenly, fuck, February, finally. And here, instead of leaves, they got beads on the ground all year round. And the sound of a horn warming up is the way that you wake up. This is not what I imagined, y'all. This is what I did morning after morning at the corner of a king and a president. St. Charles and Jackson, New Orleans. God damn, I was in need of a balcony. So I always left my French doors open. Like every afternoon, and then every afternoon the rain would come in and we would get wet again. So as to fraction the heat that occurred above the quarter, you cut me in half. You bent me over like brass, and then you played me like a tenor sax. Like an instrument, you held me in your lower lip and bit down when you wanted to make it music. Improvised breath. Low moans when multiple buttons get pressed. A chord. A chord. Like we know what we have. It's jazz. And no matter what happens, and listen, believe me, something will happen. Know that I will still want to listen. And if it's no longer 2 impatient stories told easy over eggs in a small kitchen, then let it be to the blues then. Because you are a blues man. And it is a blues town, surrounded by green swamp, on top of Magazine Street. I can see you waving a big red flag in my face from your little white fence. I can see you over there getting your hands dirty, and I just don't know, is it from your own soiled memories? Or is it this unsifted city that makes you feel like you've somehow unburied me? Or maybe you're just trying to plant something. Either way, just know that it is all about building. I will not judge the blood that comes from your cuts. Nor will I give weight to a minor scrape. That's just not my way. I know the stuff of beams and bolts. I know that much. I know that nothing holds without a foundation below, and I do know a lot about building walls. And how you have to get close up enough to it to press your ear against it to hear where it is hollow. Baby, where do I make my sound? that's where you will go. And I do love a good solo, you know, the way a musician just knows when to stop and start and come in. Like, do y'all know what you have to do to be able to do that? You have to listen. And I'm looking for that kind of collaboration. I am looking for that kind of space. I am looking for a man who knows that it is about what is not play. I'm looking for a man who appreciates the good goddamn timbre of a nice whisper. And a man who can correctly use the word tethered. Make me wonder his context. Does he mean drawn to? Or does he mean attached? Or does he mean more like a bungee just hovering above what will come next? So what will come next? Like, it ain't a coincidence that the moon goddess did all this. Full and in constant cycle, I just pull my way through everything. I am tied to my own tide, but I just have to keep remembering that I always have gravity with me. And now it's been 3 Decembers since I lived there for 2 weeks. 1218 Harmony Street, 70015. I remember a doctor used to make house calls on his bike to the neighbor across the way who eventually died. And on one particular day, the Kumquat Tree, the one next to the blue chair on the right, its shade of bulbous orange hanged particularly bright. Very much like the ones outside of my grandmother's apartment, not pre-war, but pre-adolescent, 9367 Olympic. My phone number was 310-556-8806. We had the bottom level of duplex in Los Angeles, California, 90211. And do you know that in all those young years under the kumquats, I only ever ate one? I remember it distinctly. I was like 9, I was in a hallway, there was a screen door, and I bit into it. I liked it, but it was sour. It was too hard for me to eat, a process. I remember it not feeling worth it to me. I see my hand reach now again for the strange fruit. I grasp it, but then let go at the last second and give thanks for things still connected to their roots. Say yes more often. Check. Be more present. Check. Cry a little less, but stay compassionate. Check. Memorize the music. Wear only a dress. Try to fall in love the most I ever had. Enjoy it. And then pack and come back. Check.